Dr. Bauman, great to see you, sir.
Hey, great to be here, David.
Yeah, so you're going to share with us, Dr. Bauman, as an expert in the field, your top 3 biohacks for optimal hair health.
So I think the biggest things, really since last year,
Yep.
The use of exosomes is not something new. We've been using exosome therapy, which is basically stem cell therapy that's almost off the shelf, essentially. We've been using that in the clinic for over 6 years, and I've tried a variety of different products. For those listeners who are may not be familiar with stem cell therapy, exosomes are the little messages that come from stem cells that tell other cells what to do. Tissue regeneration and repair. So exosome therapy in hair transplantation has changed a lot. We now have products that we can use in and around and during the time of a hair transplant procedure that will not only accelerate the recovery, meaning shorten that recovery time back to normal, skin tone, texture, and so forth, but also accelerate the regrowth of transplanted hair by about 8 weeks, which is unbelievable. I mean, it's a huge development.
So exponential improvements in healing and success rates.
Yes. So what we're seeing is a lot less inflammation immediately after the procedure. We're seeing the skin tone and the crusting and the scabbing return to normal much more quickly. And then going forward, we're seeing regrowth happening at like 8 weeks instead of 16 or 20 weeks. So I'm now changing my follow-up schedule to accommodate the fact that at 4 months, they're growing incredible amounts of hair.
And Dr. Bauman, before we switch to number 2, in the industry, there's an index that you use to track the regrowth, and you educated me on this. It's the HMI index, or the hair mass index. So are you saying that you're seeing that index start to increase at an accelerated rate in a shorter period of time?
Yes. So the HMI, hair mass index, is which is basically like a cross-sectional bundle measurement at the level of the scalp. We're seeing those numbers improve weeks, if not maybe months, before they would normally improve with a standard protocol.
Awesome. Okay, so number 1 is exosome and hair transplant. Number 2, Dr. Bauman, you had low-level laser. Tell us about that.
So laser therapy is not like, say, a new therapy in the clinic. We've had low-level laser devices in the office for 20 years. Now, today we see laser-like devices all over Amazon and in the commercial realm, these helmets and so forth and laser caps. But working with Dr. Michael Rabin, the inventor of the original laser cap, we've been able to reinvent that with something that's much more powerful, totally portable. And when something is more easy to use, patients and clients are going to be much more inclined to use it and stay consistent. For example, with the turbo laser cap, you got to do it 5 minutes a day. And if you're
not a big ask,
not a huge ask, right? You could do it while you're brushing your teeth, while you're washing your face, and for the women, if they're wearing makeup, while they're taking off their makeup. Turbo laser cap is a super easy, simple, portable laser. But laser therapy with the turbo laser, for example, is a great way to get started with a no-risk treatment, right? There's no side effects. It's simple and easy. It's one of your least costly treatments over time.
Wait. And number 3, Dr. Bauman, is scalp health, just preserving the function of what you already have. Prevention is a big part of it. So what can individuals start on today that can give them a head start, if you will, on prevention?
Well, scalp health is really, really important. And so a lot of people don't think about like the dandruff and flakes that they're seeing, or itchy, tender scalp, or little pimples or acne, what we call folliculitis of the scalp. If your scalp is trying to tell you something, maybe you should listen, is our point, right? So we want to do a scalp analysis at the clinic in the Department of Trichology with Kimberly, my scalp whisperer. We can do a deep dive.
That is a sweet name.
So she earned that name. She's internationally trained, certified trichologist, and licensed cosmetologist. Kim is the scalp whisperer. So she's going to look at your scalp. She's going to do scientific valuations. This is not like hocus pocus. We're going to look at the sebum level, the moisture level. We're going to look under special types of microscopes and lighting to see exactly what's happening at the level of the scalp. If there's anything that could possibly dysregulate your hair follicle, she's going to figure it out. And then we're going to treat it. And so then you've got this do-good, feel-good treatment of a scalp therapy. Couple that with something therapeutic. Couple that. That's mentally therapeutic for stress, for sure. But scientifically and dermatologically therapeutic is going to be the ingredients that she puts together to customize your scalp treatment. Get it on point.
Dr. Bauman, if people want to reach you, how do they find you?
So there's about 80 million people out there who are struggling with hair loss in America right now. But a lot of times they just don't know where to turn, where to look. If you're thinning and you're seeing more scalp shining through, if you're seeing more hair in the brush, it might be time to get an evaluation or at least learn a little bit more about what we do at Bauman Medical Hair Transplant and Hair Loss Treatment Center. And all that journey starts at baumanmedical.com. So there's literally thousands of pages of information on baumanmedical.com. There's also hundreds and hundreds of hours of video content. They can come into the office for the evaluation, or they can start online with either Zoom call or other call virtually.
Exosomes and transplants, low-level laser, scalp health. Keep kicking ass, Dr. B.
Thanks for having me on, brother.
Thanks, man.